You mean the predictions?
Yeah.
I believe it was. So Lowy coming out as the first ban against League of Liquor, so we could expect to see another top lane ban potentially, but at least the Lowy being taken away, Caitlyn taken away, Aurora. So Hoi Aurora, 2 bans over to Clone. Will we see the Ziggs taken away as well?
They're thinking about the Aurora. I do think Aurora is pretty strong, so I don't hate
They're
it.
taking their time, but I expect to see this Aurora locked in.
It is locked in, so Braum pretty quickly the Braum is banned. That is the only support that Bassoon has shown, so I think we saw him play some Nautilus games actually earlier in the season, but we'll have to. Yeah, the Kennen Hover here, it is a ranged matchup. It is nerfed a little bit. They do go through with it. I'm wondering if we see iteration on these bans. I'm not sure how many of these are like locked in stone, especially gets on bases bans.
I think we could see some
Liquor.
flicks around.
Yeah.
The King taken away, which means that I expect to see a melee top laner coming out of Matt. He doesn't want to play into that range.
Misfortune. Yeah, Misfortune is busted, man. Yeah.
This makes a lot of sense. The Misfortune and Amumu's still up, notably, and the Darius will be locked in, so doesn't want to be pushed onto Pantheon.
Is it locked in?
Doesn't want to pull out the Scion.
Am I
expect Darius to go through?
Blind? Okay.
No, you're seeing the same thing. It just hasn't been locked, but it is locked.
Okay.
I mean,
Gotcha. Okay. Not mad about the Kennen ban, but I think that a Shen ban would have been better. Yeah, I mean,
they're taking away the Kennen specifically because it's the strong range matchup, and he wants to have priority. And Darius and Volibear, it's a very strong combination if you've got that priority. But Darius Volibear playing into a Kennen topside is going to make it much harder because that Darius is going to be poked down. He's going to be under his tower, and he's going to be having a bad time. But Darius Volibear into a Shen, I think you can have a lot of fights up there.
Yeah, I think a Shen is okay into Darius. It's not an unplayable matchup, and they can do Shen Rel, which is what we saw them playing into DK, into me.
Let's try to predict the future. For Blue 3, do you think we're going to see a Mumu come out?
Instead
of trying to let it get through the next round.
I think it should be a Mumu. Yeah, I mean, Misfortune and Mumu is.
And a Mumu is a weak fight into Darius Volibear though, so we're going to be.
It is, but on Shen, you don't care. You don't want to fight topside anyways. You want to go fight bot side with your ultimate and then teleport top. So. I think a Mumu pick here could be good. I also think a Rel pick would be fine. They could go Leona. They could, Misfortune Leona, Misfortune Rel, Misfortune Nautilus. It is going to be the Amumu pick. Jason, you did see the future. You are omnipotent, as we all knew. Yeah, nice call.
Vel'Koz coming through for Dahl. So both of these picks coming through on round 3 because they do not want them to go through the second round of bans, which leaves us up to ban support and mid lane against Gets on Base. And for League of Liquor, it looks like it will probably be just the full bot lane left for the last 2 picks.
A lot of opinions coming in chat. I'm going to read some of these off. Jason, you give me your take. Whittle Guy says the team fight. Oh my god. Mint is saying that it's going to be an R3 Vel'Koz, which it is. And Psychotic says matches hits Nexus while Shen is in bot lane. Who cares?
Yep, giving up the top side of the map means they're going to be giving up potentially 6 Void Grubs unless they can roam Gator up to help take them. If they bring Riz as well, I think rotating your bot lane into the mid lane to help take the second spawn of Void Grubs is a very prudent move if you have a mid laner that can catch the wave bot side. So I really want to see Gets on Base focus on getting at least 2 of these Grubs to try to prevent League of Liquor from picking up their buffs.
So I really like this. I really like this strategy from Gets on Base so far. The one thing I don't like, how many champions Clone is being pinched on here. This is a 3rd mid lane. We might see a 4th mid lane banned, and I don't know what Clone is gonna go to here, and if it will look good. The one thing that we did not mention in the pregame is just how much Clone has been playing League of Legends. Jason, what was it, like 78 hours last week? So
he's been on the grind, but he's been mixing it up between a variety of champions and roles.
Yeah, it definitely looked like Akali was in there. I saw there was a lot of red in the OPGG.
Akali would be kind of a cracked pick. But
we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
High kill potential on Valkos, but a little bit tricky in the early levels.
Fia, it's been an hour because we went live 45 minutes early so that we could do our show. So we haven't been waiting on them. The time for the game start was 8:45, so we are on time for the game start. So not the player's fault here. It's just the way that we do our broadcasts now in order to make sure that we get all of our pre-show in. Rakan is here as the support pick. I don't know. I don't know if I've seen Bassoon's Rakan. I'm interested in this.
I think I said that it was 825 because I thought it was. It was 825. But we're here now, and we're in the draft.
Rel coming still through. Get Rel.
So the curse of the sad bullet, the curse of the sad magnetic.
He plays a lot of Rakan, dude. Have I just missed that the whole time?
I mean, Bassoon's never played Rakan with me.
That's what I'm saying, but Tyler's saying that he plays a lot of Rakan. Confirmation of lane assignments. Yes, TJ, we're correct. Yes.
Doll mid with Hope bot lane and Bassoon support. So Syndra coming through. This is an interesting angle. We haven't seen Gets on base pull out Syndra for.
There's still Lux and Annie, which although it's going to be a Vel'Koz, so it's the last pick 80 carry, and I don't know if that's going to be. Yeah, I guess they end up with Zyrakan. Not really a creative masterclass in draft, not using the counter pick effectively here. We got a lot of lane counters. Both of the solo lanes of League of Liquor countered here in the draft. They also get the Misfortune Amumu Rel combo. I think both teams are happy with this. You clearly see League of Liquor wants to play through topside. I'm pretty interested to see what the team fight looks like from League of Liquor, and if Rakan is going to be able to do anything into Amumu Rel. I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. We're live.
Down to it.
We are here. This is so exciting. Let's go.
Ian's quaking in his boots. He's so excited about this game.
Dude, I freaking love
Oasis
playoffs.
Whisper catching out, gets on base trying to get into this early bush, looking for a roam. It's a 5-point defense spread from League of Liquor. They don't want any shenanigans. Lots of emotes coming out. We're just enjoying each other's company at the moment. But early on, Boxy position at Raptors could be starting there with the lovely Teacup Amumu. Porcelain Amumu, such a good skin.
Okay, the best jungler in the league is telling me that my idea for Whisper's jungle pathing is not ideal. So I think we should listen to Whittle. And yeah, maybe he'll just top to bottom. Looks like both of them walking down here into bottom side. And Whisper's going to be... yeah, bottom to top. Boxy doing the same.
Yeah, I think if you're looking to set up that kind of vertical jungling, you need to have information about them. Otherwise, it's an enormous risk. So at this point in the game is where I would expect to see them setting up to perform that play. But we are going to see Whisper starting leashless on his own blue, and Boxy picking up the Raptors start. This is Raptors is not a typical start for most junglers in the game. So it's always interesting in lower ranked games, like such as the LCC, where we see people start the Raptors and make use of these unusual starts.
Matt's gonna pop Ghost here already. Going for this and a massive early trade, and this Shen is not. This early lane is pretty much over for Shen. We could just see a reset come in, but.
I think you say that, but he's level 1. He's got his Dorn's shield. He's got his rejuvenation, or his passives runes, and the level ups and the wave is coming towards him. I think it's okay, but he's definitely out of priority for a few minutes at minimum.
I will say it is a summoner spell being used early, so at least that side of it is positive. But I think Matt very happy to take this early advantage, and this is kind of what you want to see on the Darius, right? Owning the lane. Dominating the lane. Not sure if Boxy's going to have much to do, as Whisper and Boxy are both working their way up there. Whisper on the quicker pathing, a full camp ahead here on the Volibear.
Yep, the clear from Raptors into Krugs really puts you on the opposite side. And there's a bit of extra clearing tempo from Volibear just with the attack speed, but largely it's just he had to walk all the way back from Krugs to get to his own side of the map.
Yeah, so Whisper is going to be on a unique timing, but not sure there's much of a gank angle top, as Chaffles is pretty content here to just sit under tower. Mid though, or bot lane though, as there's an engage, as Bassoon will look for the grand entrance, does land onto his former roommate and Gator. Nice little scatter of the week by Clone, and chunks out Doll as well. So some trading across all 3 lanes, as Chaffles now is going to get ganked. The taunt through, but it is going to miss, and so the stun comes through. Beautiful W timing, lands a ton of block, and 1 turret shot is taken by Whisper, but he gets out. I can't believe he saved Flash.
Out. Yeah, very confidently and comfortably played to preserve his Flash in that situation. But the wave is pushing away from him. He needs something to happen, and it's going to in this river roam. He finds the taunt over the wall.
Whisper has the Flash, but there's 3 here, and Clone should look for the kill. 1 more down. Chaffles will flash forward. It's a first blood here for Gets on base, and Matt now. I mean, this Darius is strong, but it's against 3 others. There is flash up. He will burn another summoner spell. So a great early roam from Clone, and that is the power of the early roam from the mid laner. Doll pressed out of lane and ends up paying the price for it as the grand entrance from Bassoon finds some more trading bot side. Legal Liquor trying to find advantages where they can. They've looked good individually so far, but when it comes to team play, Gets on base has had the edge.
Yep, I think it's a good read on the situation. Chaffles needs to make sure this wave crashes into the top side, and he will do so now. Matt forced out of resources, forced out of his summoners, and a great play on the top side. We noted that there is a very strong presence from League of Liquor in the top side.
Oh, here's Volibear.
The 3v2 is hard to
coming bot side. It's a flash grand entrance. It will miss, but the Storm Surge is going to land down. A stun is going to hit here onto Riz, but Riz is about 80% HP, so nothing burned here. A couple summoner spells. It's going to be flash and exhaust for 1 flash on the side of Gets on base. So a win in that trade for Gets on base. I like that look from Whisper though. Whisper has been looking aggressive, and coming out after a death to go for something like that, I like it. Staying aggressive, I think that's the way that this Volibear needs to play. Amumu here is going to try and make a difference here onto Doll. The bandage toss lands, but it goes onto the minion. Second bandage toss will land. The stun comes through, and a flash comes out from Doll, and so a nice burned flash here.
Aggressive plays from both junglers. Whisper starting up the dragon, but deciding to pull off it. Bot lane did not want to rotate over to assist. I think they're trying to find their back timing on this crash. Otherwise, I think trading those summoner spells and then getting the dragon would have been an advantageous play. They're back on it now, so still picking this up, even though.
Bassoon with a huge grand entrance will land, but he's stunned under tower, and the turret shot will come through, and Riz picks up the kill. Gator Kai, he refuses to let his ADC die. And they trade 1 under tower. They pull 1 under tower. Matt here actually taking the 1-on-1. This is going to be to the death here top side as the Noxian Guillotine slams down with a bleed for Chaffles come through.
Time up.
All of this action.
Timing, Will covered the damage for him. He's going to reset and has teleport to come back out. And then Matt has no TP and his ghost is burned. So I think on the whole, Chaffles is going to be okay with this play, missing 1 or 2 CS. But is sitting 20 CS down in the matchup. First blood, evening it out.
Yeah, anytime that you get the Noxian Guillotine out and you don't die, that is going to be a win in the tank versus Darius matchup. And Shen is a semi-tank here, right? So I think we're happy with that. He does
2-minute cooldown on the early Guillotine, so they've got room to play. Boxy's starting up these Void Grubs now.
Shen also does have the Stained United, so let's look for this first Stained United play. When he gets out of lane, the teleport being used there will make it a little bit less enticing to leave lane, as Darius will probably get at least 2 turret plates. But yeah, level 6 being
dragon
hit.
up, we're really not happy using a Shen ult to the bot side of the map without teleport available. Not the time that we want to be using it, but of course, if it will save the play, sometimes that's what you've got to do. But currently, Gates on base in the driver's seat of this game.
Yeah, I mean, I actually think that League of Liquor has been making the proactive plays, but Gets on Base has been the one capitalizing on the gold from them. And another taunt here from Chaffles is Boxy is roaming topside. Whisper's on Krug, so we'll see if he's able to, show up to this gank. And he is going to start to come now. Only level 5 here, as Whisper is level 6, so it could be a big deal. There's no Noxian Guillotine, though, and he might just die. And Matt, it dies. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Not a good death here, as the gank does come through, and Whisper shows up top, but it's too late. The counter gank not in time, and his laner is dead.
He missed it on the coverage, but Dahl went for an aggressive play early mid onto Clone, popped ultimate, and Clone had to blow flash and is currently sitting below 300 HP.
Yeah, I guess there is still the, what is it called? Unleashed power? Yeah, there's still Unleashed power for Syndra, so Dahl is in kill range. The Scatter the Weak will land, but at this point, I don't think Dahl needs to use the ultimate in order to kill Clone here. So, Boxy, another gank, but he's on a ward here. The bandage toss, flash forward, lands. Curse the Sad Mummy, Scatter the Weak, and that's a kill. Boxy! Dude, this jungler is showing up. This is what, Jason, this is what I mean. It's like Chaffles, yes, with the 2 kills. He's sitting here on the Amumu, right? He's just Amumu gaming. But this is what I mean, man. This jungler is there when it counts, there when it matters, and so far turning the tide.
Through for real. Great plays out of Boxy, and his Curse of the Sad Mummy, first use of the game, will pick up a kill. You'd love to see it.
Crash down here onto Bassoon. A nice feather pull from Hope, but it's onto a Rel. Rel couldn't give 2 toots less. And yeah, happy to just take that damage and win that trade here. As another double tap from Riz lands. And again, Whisper is hovering here to gank, but this ward will see Whisper. We'll see what the engage is here. Whisper waiting, wasting a lot of time here. It looks like they want to make this call.
If you can tell, Gets on Base is sniffing it out. They are wary of moving forward. But Whisper's still not on vision.
He's just sitting here.
He thinks he's been seen.
He's
been seen now.
He definitely has been.
So used his thought there was a ward in the Dragon Pit.
I mean, this ward is pinged, so they definitely know about it. He's gonna go here into Tribrush. They should kill this ward over here. And while all this happens, it's a solo bolo in the mid lane as Clone picks up a kill onto Dahl. I'm going to back up and watch that one. Let's watch this solo kill go down. Dahl is full HP. The Scatter of the Weak into the Unleashed power with all those balls on the ground. It's about 5 of them. Beautifully timed, beautifully played, and that is Syndra Gaming in a nutshell. Let's go back to live here. And yeah, we are caught up. So what a play there from Clone to understand that at level 9 with Lost Chapter and double amp tone, able to pick that up.
Yep, that earlier gank from Boxy definitely setting him up for success, getting that little bit of extra gold for that just barely enough damage to kill Dahl on the exit. It's unfortunate that Dahl wasn't able to find the pickup earlier in the game and now set behind 2 kills in the mid lane. There's a lot of power in the top side map for Gets on Base.
It's another gank top side.
In the draft.
We do have a lot of ultimates, but it's a huge wave here. And Boxy, the first bandage toss onto Whisper is going to miss, but the second one should land as the Scatter the Bake lands. Is the Stormbreaker through?
Dahl are here.
Yeah, Bassoon and Dahl are here. Nobody else is here. And so the Death Ray is going to go across, and Boxy's already dead. It's a runaway from Gets on Base. Chaffles might get pinged down, and he is eliminated by Matt. So League of Liquor with the overload of players topside, and Bassoon out roaming Gator here. Huge pickup for League of Liquor.
Important.
They needed those kills.
From Bassoon. Yep, that's a game changer. Clone deciding to cancel his reset.
Yeah, this is really overconfident. I don't like this play from Clone. Dahl and Bassoon should be able to collect this.
Got to be about back up, and it will land.
They use the Stage United. Chaffles is
still
here.
Walking over towards these Void Grubs.
I mean, Matt has no way to show up to this fight now, so they actually could look for a play. The Scatter of the Weak into the taunt is going to land, and Whisper will just drop. And they're fighting bot side here because there's no support. That is the bullet time used. Hope has to use barrier.
I like the pressure, but the Magnet Storm does not land.
Flash crash down.
To assist.
Counter flash. I don't know. I kind of wish that Hope had used his ultimate there instead of his flash, but gets out alive, safe.
Yep, and off the back of it, taking advantage of the pressure, Boxy moving to pick up this dragon. Still one Void Grub on the map. for League of Liquor to pick up if they want to pick up all 3. But
this is bad for Boxy. This is so bad for Boxy. Look, Whisper and Bassoon are on the roam here. Boxy is going to get this dragon, but he absolutely will die because of it. There's no flash here, nothing he can bandage toss to, and they are just going to stun him up and kill him. So this is going to be a dead Amumu as the Grand Entrance will come through. This more or less secures it as this team leaves him to die.
I really would have liked him to immediately start walking out towards the mid lane. He does have a support moving over from Clone, but will die to trade out the dragon. Gator and Riz both resetting after pushing the bot side, unable to back him up. Chopple's the real loser of the 3v4 on the top side of the map. A massive 2 or 3 waves crash into the tower, and he's sitting down 51 CS on the top side of the map, even with the first blood and extra kill that he's picked up.
Yeah, I mean, Matt has already collected 2 plates. The third is about to go down as the Disintegration Ray life form goes through. It's a flash from Clone into another Unleashed Power. I cannot believe it, but they both get out with a fraction blinking red health bars.
Yeah, 2 survivals on 2-digit HP in the mid side.
It's another teleport top from Shen before the ultimate comes out. I don't like this use of teleport to cover his lane. Really has to. Whisper's going to look for a dive here. A Scatter the Weak, but it doesn't matter because Stormbreaker will just come through, and that's plus 400. Thank you very much. I'll kill your mid laner. And an 0-2 Volibear sitting at 2-0 now. Very happy.
Yep, still 1,000 gold lead in the mid lane, 4 clones.
It's all in. Bot set as Hope and Bassoon are going to go full out onto Riz. The ultimate comes out from both of these 80 carries, but it's a burn down and Hope is already dead. Bassoon, what can he do? Grand Entrance will cash in. It's at least a 1-for-1 as the roommates stare each other down again. I think that's a win. That's a big win for the kill to go onto Riz, and then Bassoon have to take the gold. Big win for Gets on Base.
I totally agree. And Bassoon's going to be stopped from his reset. He's going to be kept here with Gator as long as Gator wants him to be. And they're looking to shove in this lane. And then I really want to see him roam over on Doll and try to pick up a kill in the mid lane while Riz respawns.
Both Matt and Whisper.
Herald is up. 3 up and looking for both sides.
Another Scatter of the Week onto Doll. Beautiful dodge out from that knockup. Clone with gorgeous movement here. And Whisper trying to find vision, but another sweeper onto nothing. Just can't quite find it.
Disintegration Ray coming up soon. I think we're going to see another all-in from both mid laners. Will any other characters be around to support?
Yeah, Bassoon recognizing this as well. Roaming mid is going to back in this bush here. Whisper on another attempt at a gank here. Will land a stun, but it's beautifully buffered by the taunt. So wasting a lot of this jungler's time. Boxy, though, I guess they're starting to roam up. Gator's going to find this ward. They're going to send all 5 here as Hope is a lone bot. Let's check in with Hope in the bot lane. And it's Tink, Tink, Tink onto the bot lane turret. As topside now, Matt, it looks like League of Liquor are going to kind of end up just conceding this and getting the play. Bot side. Mid lane, however, is where the play is at. Clone, it's a flash forward, and the Stand United comes through, but not quick enough, and he has to stand alone as he visits the gray screen. Gets on base, now trying to burn this. It is a 4-on-4. The smite comes through. They do pick it up. Riz is in the pit. I don't like Riz's location here. Matt is here on the backside. Riz needs to find a gorgeous ultimate. Doll is on the side here. Where's the ulti going to come through? You have bullet time. Use your fucking bullet time. There, it's finally used. The Grand Entrance comes through. Whisper is one shot. Nobody is dead. It's 1-for-1 now. As Matt is trying to hard carry this team fight. The bleed will come through. It's a double kill for Riz, and it's a double kill for Doll.
Yep, I think both teams managing to put out a lot of damage. A great crash down Magnet Storm into a taunt follow-up, setting up a lot of potential damage. But as you mentioned, no bullet time over the top of it. Riz starting out the fight in the pit, sneaking by and trying to go into the enemy jungle. I just not sure I understand the positioning. They know that they're going to get pinched by this Darius. You need to start moving down as a group earlier.
Oh man, so at the end of that's all 5 players for Gets on Base dying, and they had a big kill and gold lead.
Towers.
But if you look at this now, a massive swing after that play. 9-10, League of Liquor catching up in kills and way ahead in gold and towers here. So big plays here from League of Liquor. Tied on dragons as we head into the mid game. We are definitely into the mid game, and it's still anybody's game.
Yep, I really want to see Riz fight for better positioning. You do not want to be on the enemy side of the lane. You want to be in a good position to throw out your bullet time. This is the most important part of your team fight. You cannot afford to be like within apprehend range of that Darius.
They're trying to push in here and get a turret back, but it looks like this big fight is going to be down for Dragon. Bullet time is up in 18 seconds here, so they definitely want to buy time for this. Gator and Clone a little aggressive here. This positioning is pretty aggressive, and Whisper knows it, so Whisper's going to roll in, get the stun. Nice scatter the weak to buy some time.
Crash down to buy space. Topples the top side with teleport, but he does not have Stand United to roam over to this fight. And if he leaves, Mad Apex is going to put a lot of hurt down onto this tower.
Yeah, 15 seconds on the Stand United, so it looks like League of Liquor is going to just happily start to take this. And they actually just put it into like out of vision.
Yeah, we'll a nice little 4v4 setup, trying to jockey for wave position. They're going to switch top and bot, or mid and bot priority. Gator or gets on base. All together, trying to buy time. Perhaps Stand United is now available.
There it is, and Bassoon with the beautiful engage onto all of them. The exhaust onto Riz. Boxy is in the back, but the ultimate is too little too late as the bullet time rolls across League of Liquor, and they cash in for 2. They're fighting topside as well, as the turret plates will come through. It's a 1-for-1 topside, but Zaya picking up the kill onto Clone.
Come through for Shen.
Where's Shen?
And they will both walk away. So on the top side of the map, Chopples channeled Stand United over onto the opposite side of the map, but Matt goes for the dive to cancel with the apprehend, but will die to the tower after being taunted.
Gotcha.
So nice pickup from Chopples on the opposite side of the map. It will be a 3-for-3 on both sides, correct? Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't end up taking anything here.
Finding some nice damage onto the mid tower, though. This is good.
He's already had one tower
behind
solo.
On tempo, he's about half HP.
Doll with a solo bolo. I'm going back for this.
Great.
How did this happen? Riz just on an overstay here. He's trying to push. I'm watching. I'm watching the Riz play, and then I will go to that. Yeah. So I mean, just straight up out damaged. Then Boxy here, with a bandage toss forward. There's no ultimate. A second bandage toss misses. Gator is here. Hope will get out. And at the risk of seeing something, I'm going to fast forward now from this point.
You're good.
All right, and we are good to go.
We're back to Dragon. So, Choffle saved teleport on that last play. He is at the team fight now. Matt, going up to the top side, wants to try to immediately pressure. But League of Liquor is deciding maybe we're just going to move over to Baron's side. Whisper setting up, picking up a scuttle, but gets on base, has not started the dragon yet. They are concerned about League of Liquor just sneaking a Baron out from under their noses.
Before we get into this fight, are there any big item completions that we need to talk about? As it does look like they're going to use the Herald mid, so they will get the charge off, but Riz is pretty far forward here. The charm comes out, he does have to flash out, and yeah, Riz is kind of... It's too much. The bullet time is going to come across the rest of the team. It's a 4-for-4. Boxy with a nice engage onto the back as Hope and Doll both get hit with it. Clone dealing a ton of damage from the side. Whisper and Bassoon both die, but Matt is here. Where's the Stand United? Where's Chaffles? Chaffles shows up just in time. He protects like a hero. Oh my gosh, the healing. It's crazy on the other side of the...
But the burn down onto Riz.
The bleed kills. Clone with another scout of the week, a Doll with a gorgeous knock-up into the side. Chaffle's just missing the taunt. Hope with a feather pull. I mean, 3 for 2. These teams are scrapping it out even. Going blow for blow.
Reset. It looks like he might try to just pull over onto the dragon. I'm not sure where he's gone. He went to clear some camps, try to heal up. Does pull over onto the dragon to start it himself. They've got all the vision control they could want, but it's going to take him longer than Whisper to kill this dragon. Not even at half HP now. Whisper on their way. Chopples now to support. This is gonna be a race. I don't think they're gonna get this dragon picked up before League of Liquor can arrive.
Yeah, we'll see if Whisper is able to pull in and get the smite. The taunt goes down. They're trying to finish it, but Whisper steals the Infernal Dragon as Bassoon hits the ultimate again onto both. Both Chaffles and Boxy are gonna go down here in the pit as Boxy ends up dying and Chaffles just taunts out, leaves him alone. 1, 5, and 9 now on the Swimu. He's died twice in the Dragon Pit. Whisper, perhaps one of the most clutch smites of his career. And they will ping onto Baron.
Second dragon.
I mean, when it mattered most in the semifinals, Jason, huge play. We still have a ton of ultimates here, though, for Gets on Base, and so I would love to see Gator and Riz try and make something happen.
Up, but teleport is available. They're not going to want to give up this tower damage to Matt for free, but the Baron's sitting at 6k.
And they are going to walk in here as the bullet time across the team. And that is all 3 down. Whisper's the only one in the pit. He has the Stormbringer out. It's incredible. Gets on base. We'll get on base with a Baron.
Gimme my Gator. That Magnet Storm slowly pulled them back in. Hope thought he was out, but the bullet time will take his life, and they take the Baron. Whisper may have smited the dragon, but forced away against the full might of Gets on Base, and they managed to defend the bot tower. A huge play from Gets on Base to stay in the game. They are back up in gold.
What a game.
Flip-flops back and
What
forth.
a game we have. This is a heavyweight bout between two guys that are just slugging each other. And you do not know, you do not want to take your eyes away, because at any point we could see the knockout blow delivered. We saw League of Liquor with an incredible fight. They win the fight mid, they go to Dragon, they steal the Dragon away, and they get the kill. They go straight to Baron, and then we see Gets on Base deliver the second punch. Back to back. Jason, I think we're in for a banger of a series. Even if we don't go all the way, we are set up here for a great semifinals match, as both of these teams are putting it all out on the Rift.
Yeah, let's take a check-in at the items and the advantages. Where is this gold? And topside, it is absolutely in League of Liquor's pocket. Matt is strong on these side lanes, and he has an easy time getting to these towers to provide pressure. In the mid lane, it's gone back and forth, but currently it's sitting about 1,000 gold in Clone's favor.
Nice.
And the tower will fall with this Baron buff push.
They needed that mid tower. That really opens up a lot.
And then in the bot side, Riz sitting almost 2,000 gold up on Hope off the back of these fights. And we just need him to keep setting up space and then dropping ult. They have Curse of the Magnetic Sad Bullet Time. So they need to be using that combination together. It's a brutal combo to get hit by. You're going to be locked up for 4 or 5 seconds with a full bullet time running down over your head.
What did we have last time?
And the real question
Mom's
here
Final
is,
Spark?
Ian, give me a run. Yeah, Mom's Final Spark. This is Riz.
Matt with a flash forward onto Riz, but Boxy is here. The beautiful counter gank, and it's the stand united as Matt has bitten off more than he could chew. All of Gets on Base. The flash taunt misses. Matt might get out. It's not enough. Whisper commits to go all in, but the W, a gorgeous timing as the taunt comes through. It's a double kill, and that is with Baron. This is exactly what Gets on Base was built to do. They are protecting their win condition. This is exactly what Shen wants. Boxy with amazing timing.
Man.
Oh, and this could be it. The Lifeform Disintegration Ray. Wait, Dahl might have just saved the Baron power play there with that play.
Absolutely saved the mid lane.
That was incredible.
I wish that Gets on Base had pushed harder in the bot side of the map. They see the mid, and they have. I know you're low HP, but you gotta push this advantage. I think they could have this bot tower on the back end of this play, but instead they're just pushed off. So a great play. They burned 3 ultimates, and I think they had more room to take here. But both teams will settle, getting some resets in, and the next fight is going to be at this dragon.
Okay, let's take a breather here, because this dragon fight shouldn't determine the game. But what we could see is Dragon into Baron, and that Baron could be the Baron that breaks open the base. We do have a lot of towers open, a lot of towers on the board. League of Liquor has taken 3, and there's only 2 down on the side of Gets on Base. So we'll have to see what happens here. Let's all take a sip check. Let's take a collective Inferno. Let's take a shot, right? Let's take a collective sip check.
That's right. As we take inventory on the game here.
Whisper on the side here. Gator and Riz maybe a little bit more than they want here. As Bassoon with a nice grand entrance, but it is onto Arel, and he'll just crash down out, no problem.
Yep, about a third of the HP bar taken away before this dragon comes up. 1,600 HP left onto Gator Kai. Matt lurking in the bot side. Glad to see them moving as a group to check these bushes, because any single person Matt is going to blow up. No Ghost, no Flash available for Darius in this fight, but League of Liquor is here in force. 5 members are grouped together in the mid side.
Boxy is looking. Chaffles could show up at any time with ultimate. Watch Boxy. Watch Boxy for this engage. They want to reposition. They want Clone and Riz behind them. They want to be fighting front to back. I don't think they're properly pulling with Chaffles. I think Chaffles should be in topside, but it's okay here. Riz is a little bit too far forward here, and Bassoon is looking, and he's gonna have to grand entrance out. So there's no W on Recon for a couple of seconds here. This could be a good opportunity, but Clone is now separated. There is an ultimate here. And the crash will land onto Bassoon. Quite a bit of damage, and Bassoon is dropped before the fight starts. Boxy is now looking, and that's going to be the Stormbreaker out already. And now it's going to be a 4 versus 3 onto this Darius. And just, I mean, yeah, when it's 4 versus 3 and that much CC, it's pretty much over from there. And gets on base, more or less wins the fight before it begins.
Yeah, Clone goes to mid lane to answer the way that they pushed in as they wanted, but then caught out on the side tribe rush. The vision control out of Gets on Base this game has been great around these objectives. Yeah, even though arriving there second, they have the vision control and they've managed to play around it to find the victory for the entire fight. League of Liquor moving as a group, but they were unwilling to force a fight.
I'm not sure what happened in the comms there, but bullet time is going to come out from Riz, so that's the big teamfight ultimate down, as Dragon will be up before that ultimate, Baron will be up before that ultimate is back. Ping's going down immediately as soon as bullet time was used. League of Liquor knows. Very tense moments here. League of Liquor does not want to throw this, but I mean, I do have to say, I think Bassoon on the Recon, he did get caught out there, and that ultimately that is what happened. You know, Gator found the crash down, and he's caught out twice by Riz, burnt down quickly.
Yep, this game's still on a nice.
They're gonna catch the Recon again. That's grand entrance out. He will escape here. A nice, a nice fly to the teammate.
Yep, Chaffles sprinting to the bot side. No, Clone sprinting to the bot side to answer this side push. Perhaps they're going to change the lane assignment. Yes, Shen will run to the bot side. Has Stand United and teleport up. Clone with the same teleport availability. Riz alone on the top side completely at the moment. We could see Bassoon with a nice flank. But Boxy now on the answer.
So yeah, we see Get Some Base send both of their teleport players down, and Matt is really pushing in here. He's getting a lot of value. Scatter the Weak misses here, and the taunt is going to land a decent amount of damage, but there's no Scatter the Weak. Clone flashes, but it's in place. That had to be a misclick, and if we take a look topside, it looks like League of Liquor have just run in topside. So Matt actually, with Ghost buying so much space, Clone is really going to want that Summoner spell back.
Gator roaming all the way down to the bottom jungle.
Bullet time is here.
And Boxy left the match.
Watch Boxy. Boxy's going to hit the Q in. The Grand Entrance goes through in the back. The quickness lands. We'll see the bullet time come across again. Again, it's all of them. And the Baron is up. It's only 1,000 HP. So they're going to get the Baron again. What is going on? What is happening in these fights?
It's those easy execution team fights. It's Curse of the Sad Magnetic Bullet time to take the Baron. And then Clone picking up Doll on the backside. It's a great pressure play from Matt, but he does not have teleport, and it shows in the team fight. Chaffle's not even forced, or Chaffle's taking the Stand United, then teleporting back to defend, as you wanted to see all game. Gets on base, really shining in these team fights.
I mean, I really fundamentally think either Shen, Amumu, or Rel, you've got to pull one of these pieces away, because these three pieces are what is making Gets on Base such a formidable opponent. I mean, you banned a bunch of Clones champions. I'm not sure that's the angle. I don't know how much they even need him when you've got a 15 kill Misfortune and an Amumu with 17 kill. I mean, gorgeous kill participation scores on both Amumu and Rel.
But it was just in the nick of time to rotate back over to that Baron. Boxy and Riz were marking it, but Gator walked almost all the way down to the bot side. He was walking past Raptors as they started the Baron. And then the sprint over from Clone and Chaffles to support. It was so close. The Baron left at 1243 HP after this bullet time ends, and just picked up by the AD carry on the end of it. Wow, what a team fight.
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly what they want to do, right? But Boxy is finding it every single time. A taunt here onto Doll. Doll is going to die. That is the bummer about playing Vel'Koz, is that if they end up onto you, you will die. Chaffles with a beautiful teleport here. Hope is already like half HP. I don't know how Hope is so low. Look at this damage he's taking from the super minions, as Volibear will drop here. Whisper, that's a flash out from Hope. So again, doesn't use the ultimate, just flashes, and I mean, gets on base, 3 dead with Baron. This could be an end angle. This could be the march to the Nexus.
Yep, and Boxy's Amumu will continue its terror.
The Cinderella story.
I think this is the victory for game 1. Let's
we'll see what Matt can do. He's gonna flash forward, but he's instantly taunted. They are gonna all in onto him, and in a 1 versus 5, not much he can do. Hope stands alone here, as he will watch his base crumble before his eyes. LCC second team or not, he cannot stop it, and that is game 1 for Gets on Base.